Hey everybody, it's Season 2, and today we're going to be talking about my favorite and least favorite characters in My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Now, I talked about my least favorite villains and favorite villains of the series. So, Discord, um, Cozy Glow, Tirak, any of the other villains that I talked about will not be talked about. But if it is a character that was once like a certain character that was once a villain, I'll talk about her. So let's get started with my first ever one. And this is not. Oh, by the way, this is side characters. Whoop. So this is technically not every character in Model 40 Friendship Magic. It's just the side characters. As my six are my favorite. So let's start off with Zecora. Now Zecora is one of those characters that they had misconceptions about. They thought she was doing evil incantations. See, they thought it was the concept of a witch. Okay. But in all honesty, if you think about it, it's also the concept of a wicked. Now, this is basically the idea. And the reason why I like Zakar so much is she's funny when she wants to be. She's hilarious. She can be serious, but, I gotta say that she is funny. You in the episode Vital Gossip came into play, I laughed when she explained what really happened to the main six. I was like, okay, so it's kind of like Poison Oak, but instead it's a joke. All right, the characters I disliked so much. The character I disliked so much is the first one is Zephyr Breeze. I wanted to try to like the character. I really did. But I don't know. It's the thing that is just so damn lazy. It takes him the entire episode for him to finally realize he can do it. And I can see why a certain other guy does not like him at all. But I'm not going to mention him. But let me tell you, Zephyr Breeze is still one of my least favorite characters because he ticked me off so much in the episode. I every time every time I hear him, I'm like, will you just shut up and just do what you're supposed to be doing? The next good character I like, or characters I should say, are the Cuban Crusaders. Now, at first, I kind of hated them. I mean, they were kind of, the whiny bunch of the series. Oh, we're not going to get our cutie marks. Oh, we're never going to get them. Oh, we got to go do this. No. At first, I hated them. I didn't want to see them ever again. But as the series, there was one episode in particular that I did not like them in. And that was the episode where they went to go to a talent show. The Cuban Crusader theme, I still have it in my head. It's nice concept, but I really wanted to shut the music off the first time I heard it. But I realized something. They were doing that on purpose. They were showing that they weren't cut out to sing as a. I mean, yeah, later on in the series, they did have good songs. Next, least favorite character is, I don't know, the Diamond Dogs. Now, this is a love-hate relationship. I want to like the Diamond Dogs. They're funny. They reminded me of Smeagol. If anyone's seen The Lord of the Rings, Smeagol is this little character. And I'm not saying I don't like them, but they're not my favorite characters. Why? Because they irritate me. Every time they're on the screen, they're either complaining or give me a headache. Just shut up! That's what I would like to say. One of them would say. And again, I'm not saying I don't like the Diamond Dogs. They're okay for characters, and I did not include them in the villains. In my least favorite and favorite villains, because they are not villains. They don't do anything villainous. And no, I will not be adding Cozy Glow because he's already been a part of my least favorite villain. The next character that I liked were the young main six, for the most part. Now, the reason I say that is the Yak. The Yak, I kind of wanted to like her and kind of don't. I don't. Yuna, that's her name. Yuna, she's funny for the most part. And she's not going to be on my least favorite characters list because she's okay. But I don't necessarily hate her, but I don't like how sometimes she switches from being this quiet character to this yak smash thing. Why? I mean, okay, I get it. She's a yak. She's supposed to be big and burly. And then, and of course, then we have, I mean, and yeah, and Yuna's funny sometimes. And then we have the Sea Pony. Okay, Sea Pony slash, I don't remember his name, but every time he's on screen, he doesn't want to be in the School of Friendship. He doesn't want to be in the episode where they're celebrating Hearthwarming Eve. He doesn't want anything to do with it. Nothing. In fact, he ruins it. That's what makes me kind of not want to like him, but he does have his moments where he's funny. Now to my least favorite character. Somebody that I have had a tick with ever since, and even though he's only been in one episode, Spike's fake father. He takes advantage of him, and he's annoying. Why? First of all, he takes all Spike's stuff away. You think, oh, okay, he's just going to take him away, and then he's going to tell him, you're going to come live with me. Fine. But what's he do? He takes that stuff and hoards it. Why? Why have a character like that, Lauren? Okay, I get it. You want to have a few characters that were annoying, but this character is beyond annoying. But he's not as annoying as my next character, which we'll get to in a minute. And I don't know. He's likable, but not so much to be on my top favorite characters list. So, this one is in between. I like her during the second half of My Little Pony Princess Magic. Actually, these are all characters I liked for the first half, did like for the first half, and then like for the second half. And the first half of the movies. First one is Diamond Tiara. Now, Diamond Tiara, I still think she's still kind of a whiny butt when she wants to be. And that's why she's in between. I don't hate her, but I don't like her, so she's an in-between character. There are episodes where she actually cares about people and about ponies, but that's after after the Cutie Mark Crusaders finally get their cutie marks. But the first half of the season, she annoyed me. I think she annoyed everybody. And then, spoiled rich. I don't want to hate her, but I don't really want to like her either. She had her moments where she was nice, and so was her husband, spoiled rich, but filthy rich. And he's another character that I technically didn't like at first, but I still kind of don't like. Because he's just like Diamond Tiara and Filthy Rich. He's spoiled rich. They're all three have their moments where I want to say, shut up. Just shut up. Why? Because they're either whining or demanding things. And Pipsqueak is another character. You know, the episode where the Mark Crusaders finally get their key mark, I was cheering for him, okay? But Pipsqueak, I don't know. For the most part, he was okay. He wasn't bad, but he wasn't technically my favorite character for the first part of the season. In Lunar Eclipse, he was more or less that little kid that you didn't want to really interact with. But in the end, he was okay. So, you're probably wondering who is my least favorite characters. Well, let me ask you a question. What two characters have every episode they've been in are scam artists? I'll give you a hint. Their names start with the letter F. Pause the video and leave a comment below. See if you're right. The Flim Flam Brothers. Every episode, this was the two characters I didn't want the main six helping out at all. When I think it was Applejack, it was Applejack and Fluttershy, when they went on that friendship quest. When they went to, I kind of wanted to see Applejack and Fluttershy, succeed and get that guy that ran the casino his curmudgeons, but I didn't want Flim and Flam to get. I didn't want to see them. I was like, for crying out loud, don't tell me they're gonna have to help them out. And what do? They help them out. Now, I will say this. They do have some good songs. The Super Squeezy Cider 6000 song is good. And their Tonic song is good. But that's all that's good about them. They remind me of Eddie. If you want to see Ed, and Eddie, you know what I'm talking about. He's a con artist. He scams kids out of money. And what do Flim Flam do? They scam. First episode, they try to take over Sweet Apple Acres. The second episode we see them in, they convince Granny Smith their tonic will make her better. Why? And then we have the worst thing they've ever done. Sell ponies a toy that doesn't do much but talk. It's stupid. So, on a lighter note, I'm going to leave you with another favorite character that I think, besides, I put her alter ego on my favorite villains list, deserves to be on, along with another character, on my favorite characters list. And that is Princess Luna and Princess Celestia. Both were my favorite throughout the series. They both ruled the day and night. And, I was like, okay, so the first season, we didn't see much of Luna after basically the May 6th turned her back to good. I was like, and I was like with everybody else, when is Luna coming back? And what happens? She comes back, I think 4 episodes in season 2 in Lunar Eclipse. And it is such a good episode. And Celestia, I like that she's not a royal brat. She always cares about her subjects. There are times when she has to be, rough on her subjects. Like Lesson 0, for example. She has to tell Twilight that she has to correct Twilight in a way you would not expect. She tells her that you don't have to give me a letter every day, every week. Only when you can learn about the power of friendship. And again, Luna. You know what? I'm also going to add another character. 2 characters to this, actually 3 characters to this list. Because they're all 3 great. But Celestia is just funny. And then another character which I was going to say that I was forgotten about, Princess Cadence, Shining Armor, and Flurry Heart. Now, Shining Armor and Cadence, we don't see until season 2. We don't even know who they are until A Cantaloupe Wedding, part 1 and 2. At first, we're like, okay, she's being pressured by being married. But, as we saw in the back flashback, she's caring. And after Twilight Sparkle finally finds her, we do see her in a good light. And then Sergeant Arbor. He's the butter that every kid should have. Loving, kind and caring. And he can be a bit of a dork sometimes, but lovable dork. And then finally we have Flirty Heart. You can't help but love that bundle of joy. She's cute. Yeah, occasionally she can be a little rambunctious, but that can also be said about pound cake and pumpkin cake, which obviously I'm not going to explain why they're not on this list. They weren't saying so much as Floyd Hart was. I think there was like 3 episodes. But then we also have, I also have to, you know what, we're going to put him in there. And then finally we have the character that the guy that plays him, I technically kind of still don't like. I don't like most of his songs. But he brought this character to life. He made him funny. And I'm going to tell you the name of the guy who does him. And then you guys can tell me who I'm talking about. Weird Al Yankovic played a character in in 2 episodes. Pinkie Pride and the Last Laugh, which I have not seen. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, Cheese Sandwich. He was a polar opposite of actually, no, he wasn't the polar opposite of Pinkie Pie. He is funny. You know, again, I don't technically like most of Weird Al Yankovic's songs, but when he went and made fun of Smile, 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 the Smile song, I burst out laughing. I was like, that's Weird Al for you. And I was thinking, you know what? Maybe Hasbro was like, hey, would you like to make fun of one of the main songs in the series? And I was like, yeah. Well, when we do the part that's the goof off, you can make fun of Smile, which is one of my all-time favorite Prince Magic songs. Anyway, those are my top favorite and least favorite characters. Who was your least favorite character? Oh, you know what? I'll throw out one more. Because of something that I found out, that I kind of figured for a while there. Because of something, and that was people with disabilities, derpy hooves. People will probably think, oh, derpy hooves, really? You like derpy hooves? I did. She's a clumsy pony that reminds me so much of Sundance and Minty. Both clumsy, but she's more than just clumsy. She's always saying, I don't know what happened. But she's always got a smile on her face. And yeah, I really do like derpy hooves, or ditzy doo, or muffins. I don't care who you call her. She's funny. Anyway, that was my top favorite and least favorite characters. Again, let me know who your favorite characters were and who were your least favorite characters were for My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Next time, we're going to talk about the original G1 My Little Pony and how I got into the show and why I love the show as a whole. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I'll see you guys in the next video.